I know so many entrepreneurs, whether it's people who have a side hustle or it's their full-time job, that they started their business because they really wanted to have focus on their family. They wanted to be able to perhaps bring them in. They wanted to be able to experience, go on holidays together and get their kids involved in their business, or at least have a better lifestyle than they had when they left their full-time job. And yet, I hear so often that people are frustrated that they don't have that. And I can relate, because in my first year of business, I would be the opposite of a family-centered entrepreneur. I worked so hard. I worked so many hours. I was hustling to make that business work. And for those of you who know my story, you will know I had no plan B, no business degree, no training. I had to make it work. But you know what? There is a way. There is a way that you can, in fact, love your business. It can be super successful, and you can prioritize family first. And that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. Because, you know, the alternative of it being the opposite of family-centric, whatever that looks like for you, and whatever life phase that you're at, is that not embracing your lifestyle means that you probably are approaching your business with a scarcity mentality. And that scarcity mentality isn't just about giving up your lifestyle. It is probably all throughout your business. It also means that you are probably resentful, that you're getting exhausted, that you're not experiencing the creativity that you can be if you were in fact focused on the things that fuel your cup. And finally, of course, if we don't focus on being family-centric, then we sometimes attract the wrong clients or customers. And we make that assumption that if we are not customer first, that our customers will not feel that we're loyal. But in actual fact, what I've found is the opposite. When you are very clear that you are a family-centric entrepreneur, you attract the right people. In fact, bringing my daughter recently to an engagement in another province, the client, of course, they checked with them beforehand. They loved it, that it was so great to have their closing keynote speaker bring her daughter to sell the books. And so there's an opportunity too to make your family love your business as opposed to feel jealous and resentful for it. So how do you in fact create a family-centric, lifestyle-centric business? Number one, you have to be clear on your priorities. When you have a request from a client, whether you're a speaker and it's about if you're going to travel or not, if you are a coach, if that's the right fit for you, if you are a consultant, if you are creating products, there has to be an order of priority in which you use to evaluate if that is the right client and the right engagement to accept. And again, this includes those of you who have a side hustle in the gig economy, of which we know by 2020, 50% of us will be in that gig economy. This is true of part-time and full-time work. Know what your priorities are, because you can't do it all, or you can't do it all well. And if you're trying to do it all, you're sacrificing your lifestyle and your family priorities. Number two, what else do I have for you? Be open with your clients about being a family-centric entrepreneur, because those who also prioritize lifestyle and family will want to work with you. They will respect you more rather than in fact see you as detracting from the business. And when they know in fact that you don't accept working with absolutely everybody, then they will know when you choose to work with them that they are the right client, and they want to work with you because you've made a conscious choice that they're the right client, as opposed to I will work with anybody doing anything. That just feels desperate. Also, being a family-centric entrepreneur is about being clear about what you are hoping your business does for you, because when you're clear on that, then you attract those opportunities. If you want to be able to travel more, if you want to be able to do creative things, if you want your family to be brought into the business more, and you know that that is your priority for the year or in multiple years to come, those opportunities will become available to you. And then finally, have ways in which you can build in some, if you're an incorporated or an official corporation, actually make sure that the minutes of your corporation say that you have shareholders that are in your family. Sometimes it means that you're going to be able to pay them for the work that they do in your business, whether they're editing your software or your videos, just like my friend Tim Packard, who is a wonderful, talented artist. It could be something like what my daughter does. She prepares all of the handouts that I use in my presentations. She prepares all that in advance, and she gets paid for that. But it also can be having grown-ups, adults, who are official shareholders, because they give you business advice, they give you support, they give you guidance, they may even be working in your business, and you can officially have them as shareholders. And when they come with you for travel, or if you have a business meeting over a meal, that you get to expense that within your business. So make that work for you and officially, all legitimately above board, build that into your corporation. That's some of the things that I do in my business, and I can tell you, not only does it make my family less resentful and they're not jealous of my business, they're thrilled that my business is growing and successful. And I got to tell you, I love my business so much more because I'm not fighting against two worlds. Because this ultimately, at the end of the day, happens. When you embrace, you can be a family-centered and lifestyle-centered entrepreneur. It's not one or the other. It's not career or business or family and lifestyle. It's a both and. And when you can have the best of both worlds, and that doesn't mean it's perfect every time, but when you get it right 90% of the time or even more, then you're going to be so much more satisfied and have a more successful business. My name's Sarah McDaniel. If you want to come and check out some of the opportunities that we can talk about entrepreneurship, then jump over to my website or even pop me an email at sarah@greatnessmagnified.com. In the meantime, be well, my friends, and be great.